Welcome back. You're on to Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, today on Life Hacks, I'll be teaching you how to revamp your old slippers. You know, we all have those slippers worn out or looking that we would just dump somewhere, you know, in the corner of our closets. I'll be teaching you how to revamp them instead of throwing them away. So I'm going to be teaching you 2 ways to revamp your old slippers. So I'm going to be teaching you how to turn them into an Ankara slippers like I have here, or one with 4. I know we ladies like this one because it's very stylish, and I can already see Betty in the background waving her hand saying, "Yay, you're good." We're not having the slippers, Betty, just so you know. Anyways, all you need to make this work is your Ankara fabric, as usual. That's if you're making an Ankara slippers, if you like the Ankara slippers, or your pair of scissors, of course, to cut out the fabric that you need to wrap around your slippers. Please make sure that before you cut out your fabric, you properly, you know, measure the size of fabric that you'll be working with. And of course, your glue. Yes, it's a must. Of course, you can't do this without your glue. So I already have started this. I'm just going to finish up with this one. So this is a rubber slippers that I just liked. And as I was driving somewhere and I saw it and I liked it, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'd like to turn this into, you know, make it look different instead of just wearing it like that. I'd already started working on it. So I already have my Ankara fabric, which I'd covered halfway already. And if you notice with this one, I created a very cute little bow here, you know, just to add a little bit of style to it. So I'm just going to finish this one up, and then you see how that works. So so what I did was just cut out my Ankara fabric and wrapped it round and tucked it in beneath the flap of my slippers. So what I'm just going to do here is layer on my glue on the fabric. Yes, so I'm just going to layer this on the edge of the fabric and then tuck it in. This is very, very simple. And the beauty of making an Ankara slippers is you have to also be very careful with the choice of fabric that you're working with. Please be intentional with it, because the more beautiful your fabric is, the more beautiful your slippers looks, basically. So what I'm just going to do is tuck this in like I have here, as you can see. So tuck it in nicely. Make sure it is tucked in neatly. You don't want, you know, it to look tacky. Tuck this in nicely, and there you have it. I have already created a bow, so it's not difficult creating a bow when working with an Ankara fabric. Next up is, I have my 4 here. So you can actually get this in the market where, you know, they sell tailoring items. This is very, very easy to, you know, get. It's not difficult at all. So what I did here is, of course, I have my scissors. I'm going to cut out the edges of the 4, which I'll be working with. Let me just give you an idea. So I'm just going to cut out the flory part of the 4. I know they're shaped like feathers, right? I know. So there are different types of 4. There are ones that are like feathers. There are ones that are like what I have here, as you can see, like this. It's like a cow skin, I think. Yeah. So there's one like this, and there is one like the feathers like I have here. So what I'm going to do here is just get my glue and make sure that your slippers is, like the layer you're going to be working with is clean. So I'm just going to layer on my glue here. Of course, I'll be starting here. So you just take it one at a time. So I have my feather here. I'm just going to layer this on nicely and neatly. You see what I have here? So I'm going to take out another piece that I have cut out. So while layering your feathers on, you have to be very, very intentional. Make it look nice, neat, and, you know, not all over the place. So I'm just going to layer this on neatly. Hope you're paying attention and looking closely. And if you have one of those slippers stuck somewhere in your wardrobe, you don't know what to do with it, guys, this is the way out. You don't have to throw it away, or you don't have to give it out. You just have to, you know, turn it into something that you could wear at home, you know, on a night out, one of those casual outings around the house, instead of throwing them away. So of course I'm going to have to cut out more pieces to layer on the slippers. So you could work with any colors. You could use black, you could use red, you could use any color at all. It depends on your choice of color. So when layering on your feathers, you have to be careful. So I'm just going to put more glue here to make sure that, you know, some of this fur doesn't stick onto the slippers. Okay, so I'm just going to work with this here. I hope you're paying attention. See that? Nice. Okay, so you take on the same process till you have all covered every part of the slippers. As you can see, it's a very easy and simple technique, not difficult at all. And you, of course, you could allow your imaginations run wild when working with slippers, or you could work with anything at all. It doesn't necessarily have to be an Ankara fabric. I mean, it's just that Ankara actually adds a bit of style to whatever, you know, to your shoes, to your bags, whatever you use it, or however you use it. But allow your imaginations run wild. And that's it on Life Hacks for today. So please, if you're trying this out, send us pictures at TVC Connect. I'd like to see what you've done. Next up, we have Mike, who's going to be having some dance conversation next with our guest. Hello, Mike.